Hi guys, good evening all of you. Hope all of you can hear me. Is anyone? Can you please confirm, guys? Is I'm audible? Is I'm audible, guys? Can anyone? Can you please
Yes,
confirm?
yes, sir, you are
Right.
audible.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So is my voice is clear, or is there any disturbance or any any breaking down of the? Do you have anything?
It's clear.
Yeah.
It's clear.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right. Um, so guys, this is Vamshi here. I was the trainer for data science tech, the related technologies. So just before starting the session, today is your first interactive interaction with me. So I just want to give a brief introduction about myself. I don't want to take much time. Just it's a 2 minutes. Just I want to tell you about my experience. I just want to give some brief introduction about myself. So this is about myself, guys. This is Vamsi Krishna Guttula. And almost all, I'm having around 22 plus years of experience, guys. I started my career in 2020, 2003 till the 2025 as of now. So almost all, I'm having an experience of 22 plus years of experience. And completely, that means all these 22 plus years of experience is on data. My complete 22 years of experience. So every day I look at the data, I work with data, I will analyze them, I will process them. So at least once in a day, I have to work with the data. Without the data, I cannot. Just generally, my applications and my day does not goes. Why? Because I was a data expert. So initially, I started in 2003 as a database developer, as part of a data management. You know that, right? SQL, PL SQL. It's very long back, guys. 20 years before. And after that, I was expertise in database administration also. Like you know that, right? Administration of databases, DBA we call it as. The role is called as a DBA. Like securing the database systems, something like high availability, something called as an automation, scheduling. These are all some of the backup and recover strategies are there. So these are all going to be some of the expertise on DBA part. And after that, I almost all 4 5 years, almost all 4 years, I can say, I worked on business intelligence tools. Like I worked on various business intelligence tool, which we call it as BI tools, SSIS, SSRS, SSAS. We simply call it as MSBI, what we call it as MSBI, which is related to BI technologies. And after that, I also worked on big data technologies also, like Hadoop, MapReduce, Spark, Scoop. We have a Flume, Uzi, Zookeeper. These are all my some of my expertise, guys. And after that, from 2017 till now, that is almost all 8 years experience on data science, guys. So I have an experience totally on 8 years on the data science. From the last 8 years, I'm working on data science field, like data science, machine learning, deep learning, AI, NLP. As of from the last 2 years, it's a generative AI. From the couple of months back, it's an agentic AI agents. So these are all some of the latest trends or latest technologies. What I'm talking about that. So these are some of the roles and some of the technologies. So from all the 22 years, I was working on data related technologies. And coming to my profession or coming to my profession, um, almost all I was into the training field, guys, mainly. I worked and here and there with some companies. But I can say from the last 5 6 years, I was completely into the training related programs, guys. I was a freelancing trainer, collaborated with many of the training academies. Like today, you joined from DURGASOFT, Naresh IT, Stances. These are all some my collaborated training academies. And also, I was into many of the corporate trainings also recently, like something like CGI, Future Ends, Deloitte. These are my some of the latest. So many are there, but latest these are the some of the recent corporate trainings what I handled recently, guys. And coming to my certification also, so I done one certification program from IIIT Hyderabad, a certification called as Advanced Certification on AI and ML from IIIT. So complete AI and ML Advanced Certification on AI and ML from IIIT Hyderabad, guys. So this is about myself. Just I want to give a small brief introduction about myself, guys. So you can utilize all my experience, all my 22 years of experience on the data science. I know how to make the things to be easily understandable. I have a lot of experience on training. These are all my the things what I just want to deliver now. Anyhow, today is my first session, guys. Today is our first interaction, and obviously obviously the course, whatever the course you guys are here is to learn something about a gen AI development, or simply we call it as generative AI or a gen AI development. So many people are having different opinions about this concept of what is generative AI. I see the people talking about. Some people says that, sir, we started learning something. What is AI? What is ML? What is something called as what is going to be something like a generative AI? So we have some other lot of technologies has came, guys. So no need to worry about all those things, because our main concentration is on the generative AI concept, guys. Okay, just give me a second. Just give me a second, guys. Right. Okay. So let us start with let us continue the discussion. So it's going to be something called as an generative AI. So within one day, that means just within, this is our first interaction. So within first session, which is within one session, you cannot understand a complete idea about what is generative AI. So I'll conduct 3 to 4 demo classes, guys. At least 3 demo classes will be there. A free demo sessions will be there. You can attend at a free of cost. Please attend these 3 sessions, guys. It's a free. After attending these 3 sessions, then you can decide whether you can fit into this training program or not. Is it feasible for you to learn, or really is it going to help you in the future? I'll discuss about all these things. A couple of classes I'll take the demo sessions. 3 classes I'm going to take it, so that you will get some understanding about, like you will understand like what is generative AI, what we are going to learn, what are the prerequisites, what is about our training program, what you are going to learn in the training program. So all these things you will get a clear understanding about that. And after that, you guys can decide whether to continue with the training program, or whether you have to look for some alternative also. Okay. So before going to that, I think the main important is what is AI, what is generative AI. The main confusion for many of the people is, guys, what is AI versus what is generative AI? So both of them are having AI. So what is the difference between them? The first point comes there. What is AI and what is generative AI? What is the difference between them? So to make you understand, I want to tell you one small thing. First, let us talk about what is AI. First, if you understand the AI, then you can understand what is the generative AI. To make you in a to make you understand in a simple way, if you observe carefully the hierarchy, I'll just tell you the hierarchy of the technologies. Try to understand. First, we have AI. Under the AI, we have ML. I think you guys maybe heard about this, machine learning. Under the machine learning, we have deep learning, the DL. Under the deep learning, now we got something called as an Gen AI. So Gen AI is a subset of deep learning. DL stands for deep learning, guys. It stands for deep learning. ML stands for, which is nothing but what we call it as machine learning. And AI, obviously, all of you know that it's an artificial intelligence, right? Okay. So Gen AI is a subset of, is a part of DL. DL is a part of ML. ML is a part of AI. So later we'll study about all those things. First, let us try to understand what is AI, what is generative AI. First of all, we'll try to understand what is AI first of all. So artificial intelligence, or AI in short, what we simply say that is, guys, AI is nothing but where the artificial intelligence is nothing but where our machines, whatever the machines means nothing but your computers. Okay, machine is nothing but your computers, machines or computers or systems, whatever it may be. machines which can behave or which can mimic the human behavior. What we'll say, guys? Machines which will mimic means which behaves just like, mimics human behavior, guys. That means they can behave like a human. They can take the decisions like humans. Okay, they can do anything, guys. They can just do some kind of an, they can paint something like just like the artist, or they can, which is going to be, give some advices like, which is like a financial experts, or something like, it can give some kind of an, medical advices just like in doctors. Anything, anything they can behave. They can behave just like a humans. That's why we say that which mimics human behavior. So let me tell you one small example for this to understand the difference between AI and generative AI. But whenever the machines has to mimic the human behavior, they require some training. Simply, directly a computer cannot act like a human. First of all, we have to give some training. For example, let us say that if you want to make a machine as a financial expert, like something like I want to make my machine to work like a financial advisor. So it has to give some kind of an advisors. It has to give some kind of an advising on the financial, so investment plans. Okay, so what are the different types of investment plans? Which one is better, etc. So how the machine can act as a financial advisor? First of all, it has to learn something. So all that financial related or the documents, the PDF, okay, it has to expert. So who are the financial experts? So they will study some bachelors in some CA, like a chartered accountants, or it can be something like some kind of an MBA finance. There are a lot of other people will be there now, guys. There are some lot of degrees and bachelors will be there. They will study them. But machines does not goes to colleges and they don't do any kind of a graduations and bachelors. They can't do that. So what they will do is we will feed all the documents related to the financial related documents. We feed the machines. Machines will study from them. Just give some data, whatever the finance related data, finance related documents, and all these things, PDFs, documents, websites, everything you feed them. Automatically, the machines can study something from that particular data, guys. Now try to understand. Coming to this particular AI, there are going to be two types of what we can see. This AI can be classified into two types, guys. Now observe carefully, just in a easy way to make you understand the concept. I have some images, just to easy to understand, guys. I have some images are there. Some, what are those images are? Let us say that these are some images of which is going to be human faces. There are some images of which is going to be human faces. Images are there, guys, which is containing some images of human faces. It's not just like a one image or two image or three images. Let us say that some thousands of images. Just I'm saying that these are all my images, guys. Human facial images are there. There are some thousands of images are there. And each image is marked as what is the gender of the person in the image. This image is a male, this image is a female, this image is a male, this image is a female. So we marked up, we what we did is we labeled, we say that it's labeled. Every image I have been labeled, and we are giving this data to the machines, guys. What we did, guys, we feed this data to the machines, guys. We are feeding all this data to the machines. Now, what I said that machines are going to learn something from the data. How they will learn, later we'll discuss about that. Machines are going to learn something from the data, guys. So I'm just giving some all these images, and I'll say that these images are male, these images are female, these images are female, these images are males. So we'll feed all that images to the machines. Now machines are going to study something from that images. Machines will study. So what the machines are going to study, there are going to be categorized into two concepts. We can say two categories, guys. So in one category, machines are going to learn something to differentiate between a male and a female. That means what the machines are going to do, guys, the machines are only just what they will do is they will study something. They will study something called as what is the difference? How can you differentiate between a male and a female? So machines are going to learn something from that particular data only to make some difference. That means what they're capable to do now, they will try to find the difference between male and female. So how the hair of the male, how the female's hair was there, how was the male's hair was there. So it will study something like that. So male hairs are going to be, male will have a short hair, females will have a long hair. Okay, so which is going to be females will, they will wear some earrings. whereas the males does not have the earrings. It will try to distinguish between them. So the machines which will learn how to differentiate between these two images, they are nothing but what we call it as a discriminative models, what we call it as. That means what these machines can do is, after they learn something from that particular images, now what you do is you give some new image now. Let us say that a new image. What is that image? That is nothing but a human face. Once if you feed some human face to that particular machine, the machine is capable to, otherwise I'll do one thing. I'll write like this. Once a new image was given to the machine, machine is only capable to identify whether the person in the image is a male or a female. What, hope you understood the point, guys. Okay, so what I'm saying here is the model, the machine has been nothing but it is now capable to distinguish between a male and a female. So once if you feed some image, the model is capable to identify whether the person in the image is a male or a female. So this type of this type of models are nothing but what we simply call it as a discriminative models, guys. They are nothing but what we call it as a discriminative models, what we are going to call it as, right? What is meaning of discrimination, guys? Discrimination means nothing but a kind of a separation. So it is capable to distinguish between these models, these particular AI machines or whatever the machines are capable only to discriminate between them. That's why these are nothing but what we call it as a discriminative models or discriminative AI. That means these models, the AI models or AI system is only capable to discriminate. It can only identify whether the person in the image is a male or a female. This is what we call it as discriminative models or discriminative AI also we can call it as. Now there is another way is also there, guys. Same images we are going to feed it to, which is going to be some kind of a machine. Same data, same images, the human facial images with all the which is labeling as which is males and males as males and females, labeling as male and female. Once if you feed this data to the machines, again machine is going to learn something. But now what they have learned is not just to discriminate them. That means the machines are not just capable to discriminate between male and a female. What they can do is, once the machine has learned right something, right? Now I can ask the machine saying that, can you draw an image? Can you draw an image of which is going to be of a female? If I say that, if I ask the machine, can you please draw an image of a female with some specification? Let us say that with the image of a female with the age, for example, with the age 25. And let us say that Indian image, Indian female with the age 25 and with a smiling face. Now what the machine can do is, it can generate a new image. Generate a new image, it can generate them. So nowadays we are hearing about that now, AI generated images, AI generated audio, AI generated videos, AI generated text. I think all of you have been using this one, guys. If you open something like a if you open something like an Amazon. So let me go to something like an Amazon, guys. You all of you have an idea about that. Everyone, we are using that. For example, let us say that I want to check for some kind of a product. I want to check it out. For example, I'm checking for some particular product. So you know that at the end of this particular so-called as this one, you can see something, some text was generated here now. See there, very clearly it will say that, it is an AI generated text here, guys. So customer says, customer find the wireless keyboard so and so. I'm not talking about that. See there, generated from the text of customer's review. It is an AI generated text, which is AI generated from the text of customer reviews. That means what this particular AI system is going to do is, we have some kind of an individual which is going to be reviews will be there. So each and every individual customer has given some reviews. Now what is this AI system is doing here is, it is generating some kind of a new text based on the whatever the reviews that has been got given. I can say this is nothing but summary of your reviews. That means customers has given some reviews from the overall whatever the individual, instead of reading all each summaries or each review, finally we can read some kind of a summary what we can find it out. So it is an AI generated which is going to be text from the individual customer reviews. That means what this particular AI system is capable to do now, this AI system, whatever the Amazon is using, is capable to generate some kind of a summary of the text. So if I give some few inputs to them, if I give some kind of a few inputs to that input text to that particular system, the system is capable to generate some kind of an what we can generate is, it can generate some kind of a new content it is generating. Being it is generating some kind of a new content, these are nothing but what we simply call it as a generative AI. That is what we call it as discriminative AI, and this is what we call it as a generative AI. So what is generative AI? What is AI? I said that AI is nothing but a computer or a machine or a system which will mimic the human behavior. But what type of behavior it can do? The discriminative AI models, they are only trained to discriminate between one class and the other class. Or it may be some other thing also. What is that? I'll discuss it later. But the models are capable to distinguish between a positive class and a negative class, male or a female, dog or a cat, something like that, spam or a ham, something like this. It is capable to discriminate them. But generative AI models also learn from the data. Both will learn, guys. The machines will learn. In both the cases, the machine has to learn something from the data. Without learning, the machines can't do anything, guys. So machine has learned something from these images only to differentiate between male and female. That is very easy. They will only find the similarities and dissimilarities between them. So that learning is very small. It is going to be discriminative models. But here, the machines are not learning only to distinguish between them. They are only basically they are trying to learn something from that images. What they are trying to learn some from this, what they are trying to learn something from the images. It is completely what they are doing is they are capable to generate a new images. If you ask them, so can you please generate a female image or a male image? Can you draw a image of a dog? Can you draw a image of a cat? So discriminative and generative models. So what is generative AI is nothing but the generative AI is also one subset of AI only. It is also one subset of AI where the machines are trained or the machines are going to learn something from the data, mainly to generate some kind of a new content it is going to generate, guys. Mainly the machines are capable to generate a new content. What is that content? It can be either an image or it can be either an audio. It can generate some, which is going to be some audio. We have seen a lot of videos and audios we are seeing in the YouTube. We'll find a lot of videos. So, like for example, Donald Trump is talking about something about some event that something happened in the India. It is not an original video. Video is original. Audio is a AI generated. Or the videos itself is an AI generated images. So recently, from the last 3-4 days, something something it has been happening in the YouTube. Something called as Jessica videos. What is that? It's going to be something the dolphin trainer, isn't it? I think you have heard that particular news. A lot of videos are coming in the YouTube, isn't it? So it is completely in AI generated videos. So image, which is going to be audio, or it can be something like an images, audios, or it can be something like an text, or it can be something called as an videos, anything it can generate, guys. Basically, these are the 4 things, guys. They can generate some text, they can generate some images, they can generate some audios, they can generate some videos, anything they can generate, guys. They are capable to generate some kind of a new content you can find it off, guys. Even if you see some of the videos, I think I'll show you some videos also. I think you can see them. Just give me a second. I'll show you. I think you have seen the ad related to DURGASOFT, how they have generated one AI video has been generated, right? I think you guys have seen that video there. Just a 2 second, 3 seconds video is there. Let me show you that video here. So let me show you the video and I can share the, which is going to be the sound. So that, just give me a second. Sorry, guys. So let me show you the video here, guys. This is the video, guys.
Breaking news. DURGASOFT started a new batch, FAL, Full Stack Data Science with Generative AI.
So this is an just a 7 seconds video.
Breaking news. DURGASOFT started a new batch, FAL, Full Stack Data Science with Generative AI.
So it is an completely an AI generated image, guys. AI generated video. If you want, I can show you some more. I didn't done it anything. It was generated with the help of some generative AI model I have been generated, guys. So I'll show
Hi,
you the
everyone.
video here, guys.
I just wanted to take a moment to say a big thank you to Mr. Vamsi Krishna for providing such an amazing data science training program. Thanks to this course, I now have an excellent, in-depth understanding of machine learning and deep learning models. The concepts were explained so clearly, and every topic was backed by practical applications. The training was extremely well structured, and what really stood out was the interview preparation support. It gave me the confidence and skills I needed to crack my interviews. If you're looking to get into data science or advance your skills, I highly recommend training with Mr. Vamsi Krishna. Thank you once again for your mentorship and guidance.
So this is the one of the video just I have generated with the help of some AI tools, right? So how it is getting generated, guys? It is completely generated with the help of some kind of an which is going to be an AI based tools what we have been generated. So that is what basically we call it as a generative AI. So they can generate some text, as you know that in ChatGPT, when you ask something, it is generating some text, or if it is capable to generate some videos, audios, okay, images, anything that can generate it. So generative AIs are nothing but the machines are trained. There also machines are trained, guys. Without the machines, without the learning, without the training, the machines can't be, they can't do that. So machines are capable to generate some kind of a new images based on the given input or given prompt. They can generate some audio, they can generate some text, they can generate some videos, everything what we can do that. So mainly in our training program, guys, mainly our concentration is based on how to generate some text based on the given inputs. They are nothing but what we call it as, all of you have an idea, guys. Mainly our concentration. This training program is completely dedicated to train or to make that LLM models, guys, which stands for large language models. So you know that ChatGPT is a large language model. So what is the large language models? The machines are trained to generate some text, which was trained on which is on a huge corpus of language. Textual data they are capable to generate, guys. We'll see them, or in short, we call it as LLMs, what we call it as. So many LLM models are there, guys. GPT models are there, which is generated by OpenAI. We have some various, which is going to be some from Google. We have something called as Gemini, or Gamma models are there, or Gamma models are there. Or from Facebook, we are having something called as an Llama, Olama. We have so many different types of models we are going to work with that. I'll give you an idea about those things in the tomorrow's class. So mainly what is generative AI is nothing but, guys, we will train our machines so that they can generate some kind of a new content. It can be an image or an audio or a video or anything that can be generated, guys. That is what we are practically we are talking about, guys. Okay. So that is the basic idea what we have to learn in our training program. Mainly we are going to learn something about the LLM models, what we are going to do, how to develop LLMs, which we simply call them as large language models. We are going to do that. So there is some procedure is there. We are going to use all the open source models are there by using OpenAI, or by using something called as a LangChain, Langsmith. Okay. Apart from that, Olama, or apart from that, we use something called as a Llama. We are having so many different types of open source communities are there. We uses them, and using that, we are going to do all this application, guys. So one of the major question here is, sir, if you want to learn generative AI, do you require anything about deep learning? Do you require anything about machine learning? Or do you require to learn anything about AI? I don't say that it is not required, but at the same time, they are not mandatory, guys. It's not mandatory. It's not a mandatory that you have to be an expert in machine learning or need to be expert in deep learning. But if you want to if you want to learn some generative AI, some little bit basic understanding, you need not to go for implementation also. Something like a basic understanding of just only understanding only, guys. We don't require any implementation. A basic understanding of machine learning and deep learning is required, guys. A little bit of machine learning, a little bit of deep learning is required. So don't worry about all those things. We are going to give you all the training program in this course curriculum. we will discuss about a little bit of machine learning, a little bit knowledge of deep learning, how the deep learning model works, how the machine learning model works, all these things. These are the basic fundamentals only, guys. It's not mandatory that must and should you should know ML and DL. Directly we can go to generative AI, but to understand some little bit of some basic implementations, a little bit of deep learning, how a deep learning model works, how they will works, okay, how to implement them. No need of going for implementation. Just if you understand the process internally, that is going to be sufficient. So I'm going to teach you all the basic understanding of MLDL as part of our generative AI classes. I'm going to teach you guys whenever there is a requirement is there. Apart from that, there is a basics of Python is also required. So no need to worry about all those things. The basic Python, whatever that is required, I'm going to teach you all this in the our beginning in the as part of the this course curriculum. In the beginning, the first 2 weeks we'll have the Python classes only. We'll have it, guys. First 15 days we are going to work with completely with the Python itself. After that, we'll see some fundamentals of NLP. After that, we are going to work with all the generative AI related applications. I'll show you guys. I'll give you all the course curriculum, the schedule, the roadmap, everything. I'll give you in the tomorrow's class. If you just attend the tomorrow's class, we'll come to know about that, guys. So tomorrow I'll give you a complete understanding about all these things. I'll give you guys the complete roadmap to our training program. Anyhow, the idea here is, guys, okay, so whatever the Python and all these things, I'll tell you that tomorrow I'm going to tell you about all that applications. But basically what we can find the difference here is, guys, your AI can be categorized into two types, discriminative AI and generative AI. So just if you want, we can try to just search in the internet, guys. What is discriminative AI and what is nothing but the generative AI? I didn't give any complete details about them, but I just given an idea about what is discriminative AI. The models or the machines which are trained only to differentiate between the 2 or 3 classes. Whereas the generative AI models are also trained, but they are not capable to discriminate. They are capable to generate some new content it is capable to generate. I think you know that you go to ChatGPT and ask it or to generate a new image. So it will generate a new image, guys. There are so many different types of the AI tools are there which can generate videos. Just now I've shown you one video also. So from DurgaSoft, they generated some video, and I also have generated some video of 15-20 seconds of video. So which is giving some it is giving a video. So which is speaking about the course and all these things. It is talking about that. So they are the AI tools. They are nothing but what we can say generative AI tools only, guys. But there are nothing but video generation tools, image generation tools, or a text generation tools, or it can be audio generation tools. But we are going to work mostly on the LLMs, which are nothing but large language models, which will be trained with a large volumes of data. We'll give some large volumes of data and we'll train them, guys. So that it is going to be becomes like just like how the ChatGPT works. We are also going to work with, we are also going to develop such kind of a ChatGPT applications we are going to develop in, guys. Same like how ChatGPT, but only thing is ChatGPT can answer, generalize any kind of a question. But our models, our GPT models or our LLM models can answer only the questions only for a specific domain. For example, I want to make a financial advisor. So I can make an LLM model which can give you only, it can generate only the text based on the questions like only related to which is going to be some kind of an financial advisors only. So like that, specifically only for particular purpose only we'll create it, guys. That is our main target here now. So for example, if you're working for some kind of a medical company, so we have to develop an LLM model which can answer the questions only related to that medical related applications only they have to work on that. It is not like a generalized, which is going to be the GPT models specifically for a particular domain, either like it works like a financial expert or it can work like a medical expert, something like that only they have to work. Not like a generalized GPT models, we don't work with them. So don't worry, I will show you all the applications, all of the applications in the coming classes. You will see with them, but I'll just show you like what are the different models and all these things, what we are going to work with them. So we are going to work with OpenAI. All of you know how to work with OpenAI with the help of which is ChatGPT. All of you know that. But we are not going to work with that particular models. We have something called as an API platforms. I'll show you later, guys. I'll show you later. Don't worry about all these things. If you can see, these are all the different types of models. See there? These are all the different types of models. What is text generation, images and vision, audio and speech. So see there are going to be so many different types of which is going to be the applications what we are having there. There are so many different types of models are also there. See there are different types of models. So there are going to be some kind of a GPT models. I think you remember GPT-5 has been got released recently. Okay, so these are all going to be all models for variety of tasks. So many different types of models. We have to just download the models and we have to work with them, guys. That's it. It does not work on anything. I think you may heard about something called as an DALI 3. So it is going to be image generation models, guys. They are capable to generate some kind of an images. What we have to do, download it and we have to give the input. It will generate the required outputs, whatever you want. This is DALI 3. But they will be some costly, guys. We have to pay some money for them. Later we'll see how to work on this and all these applications. We are going to see the applications later, guys. So these are going to be something like an OpenAI models are there. We are going to use mostly, which is going to be this platform, guys. The platform name is nothing but LangChain, Langsmith. These are going to be one of the guys. We can easily create an account. Even with the Google account also, we can connect with this. You don't require any specialized accounts and all these things not required. Just log in with your normal account itself. Directly with your Google account, you can work with them. So there are going to be so many different types of which is going to be the models and all these things. You can see with them. See there are so many different types of models. See the models. These are all different types of models what we can work with that. GPT-5. We can also access all the GPT-5 models, GPT Gemini, which is 2.5 Pro. So we are having Amazon Bedrock, but the Bedrock is going to be there, Cloudy. So these are going to be different types of models, guys. GPT models, so many different models we have them. See there. So we are going to work with all these different types of models, what we are going to be working with that. So many are there. We are going to work with all these kind of different applications, what we are going to do that. So I'm also going to use something called as an Olama. So if you see the models of Olama, if you just click on the models, you can find out a lot of which is going to be the models what we can see. See how many models we have it. So many different types of models are going to be there. Llama 3.2 Vision. So what is vision? Vision means they works mainly with videos and audios. Videos and images they will work mostly. See there, I think you have heard about DeepSeek. So suddenly it was in news recently, DeepSeek. So all these things it is going to be there, guys. See guys, how many models we are having them. Every model is going to be, you can just download and we can work with them. Some of them we have to pay. For some of them we need not to pay for them, guys. See there are going to be some vision APIs, embedding APIs. Don't worry. Vision APIs means nothing but which are capable to work with something called as an images, what we are going to be gets working with that. Okay. So that is the one that is the one which we have to work with this. I'll just come back to that. So some questions, you are posting some questions, guys. I'll come back to that, guys. So these are vision APIs. So there are going to be some visions related to tools. We'll see them later. Embedding tools are there. We'll see that different types of applications, what we have to work on that. Okay. So later we'll see them. Don't worry. We'll see that particular through some GitHub and etc. We can do with an applications. We'll see the applications later, guys. Right now, I'm not working on that. So you can see OpenAI models, LangChain models are going to be there. Olama models are going to be there. Llama. So if you want, we can just go to the Llama models, guys. So mainly developed by Meta. So Facebook has developed this particular Llama platform. So we can say an open source AI, which is nothing but from Llama, what we can do that. So download the models. It will ask you some few details. If you enter some details, you can download that kind of a models, guys. Llama 4, which is going to be Llama 3.3. So we'll say again Llama 3.2. We can download that particular models and we can work on that particular models. We'll see that later. So nothing to work on this. No prerequisites, no programming requirements are there. Prerequisites. Just if I have a little bit idea about Python, which I'm going to teach you in the class, no need to much worry about that. Just a little bit of Python is required. And just getting this, just practicing all these applications, you can generate some kind of, and we can create some kind of an generative AI applications. We can create them, guys. Okay. So that is all about some just an introduction, guys. So don't worry. Today is only my first session. So I don't want to take more details into them, guys. So I'm not taking more details into them. So just a little bit idea. What is generative AI? So generative AI is nothing but, guys, where the machines are trained to generate some new content. It can be an image or a video or an audio or a text, whatever it can be generated. The models which are capable to generate the text, there are called as LLMs, which are nothing but large language models. So we are going to mainly work in our training program, how to generate this, how to create these LLMs. So we'll study them one by one, we'll study them because it is completely new to many of you. You can't understand the things in the first class itself, but in a couple of days, you will understand all the things based on the whatever the basics we are going to cover up them, guys. And I'm going to give you all the details about the course curriculum, the durations, everything I'll give you in the tomorrow's class so that you will get some idea about what is our course curriculum and all these things, the roadmap and all these things. And after that, one more class also I'll take it so that just a small technical aspects will be there, which we'll study them. And after that, we'll start with our main classes, guys. Okay. So that's it for the today's class, guys. Today it is being it my first session. I'm not taking much time for the today's class, guys. So just for today, I will stop it here. Class session is not yet completed, guys. Another 5-10 minutes time is there. So this 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to take it for our Q&A, guys. So if you have any questions, so you can feel free to unmute yourself and you can speak. You can unmute yourself and you can speak, guys. Or else you can have a chat window is there. So today, that means in the demo classes, the chat window was not enabled for everyone. Means you cannot send the message to everyone. Your message can be seen only by me. But regular classes, your questions can be seen by everyone, guys. Just only for some limit, some kind of restrictions, we disabled it. But you are allowed to unmute yourself. You can unmute and you can speak if you want, or else use the chat window, guys. Okay. So that's it from my side, guys. So I'll take up some few questions, guys. Some of you have already they have been started. So yes. Yes.
Sorry, Mr.
Yes.
Vamsi.
Yes,
Sorry to ask you, but not related to this one.
Mhm.
See, I am your existing students. We generally like 6:30 to 7:30. There is a class
Yes.
actually.
Yes.
So right now you are completed Python. So I just got this link because if I'm joining that link, the class is not there actually. So they've sent
No.
me this link via WhatsApp actually.
Okay. So I'll tell you. So I think Python was not yet completed. Python was
Correct.
recently started only.
Correct.
So just what we are doing here is because the batch is at time, generally batch is for 4 months of time.
Okay.
So generally so many people request saying that, sir, we are waiting for, because already batch was already started, right?
Right.
So that's why what we will do is in this week, we'll conduct some demos and you can join in the next week if you want. Otherwise, you can take the demo. These are only just demo sessions. Only.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because I was surprised, like, okay, again, it's a demo session only.
Okay. It's a demo session. Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Because I was waiting there. So I thought like I got some incorrect link.
No. My actually, I think last minute, I was also didn't inform them. Last minute, our backend team has dropped a mail also. Please check your mail once, please.
Okay, sure. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Okay. Fine. Yes. Yes, somebody, Vaidyanath.
What is the duration?
Yeah, I'll
Hey,
guess.
hi. Vamsi sir, Vaidyanath here.
Yes, Vaidyanath. Yes.
I just have one concern because I have another class at 7 p.m. with the DURGASOFT only.
Okay.
So there is a half an hour clash, but I'm interested to join this class also. Before that, is it possible to start this class at 6?
But already maybe it may not be possible, but I can't give you guarantee. But I have to I have to speak with all the other, because there is already some 15 students who are already registered at 6:30.
Okay.
So if it is possible, I cannot give any guarantee. But if there is any possibility to move to 6 o'clock for everyone, then I can move it. Otherwise, it will be maximum at 6:30 to 7:30 only. So what happened here is 6:30 to 7:30. Why we planned here is generally most of the working employees, maybe they will leave at the office at some approximately at 5 o'clock or 5:30. They will leave, right? So what happens here is 6 o'clock means it is becoming a very short period to reach their home and join the classes. That's why we planned at 6:30. 6:30 p.m. Sorry, 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. is the class timing. But I can't give any guarantee. You have to wait for the next batch.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Fine.
Sir, what is the duration of the course?
Duration will be approximately 3 to 4 months it will take.
4 months. Okay.
3 to 4 months.
Is it weekends as well or only weekdays?
Only weekdays. Only weekdays only. Generally, Saturdays, generally morning classes will be there. Generally, evening classes, generally we don't going to conduct the classes on Saturdays evenings. So being it is an evening batch, it is going to be weekdays only, Monday to Friday.
Okay. Okay, sir. And are you providing notes as well, sir? Notes.
Yes, I will give you the notes and all the whatever the concepts, whatever we discuss in the class, all these things I will provide you.
Yeah. And last question, sir. I am
Yeah.
attending one Python class, sir, in DURGASOFT only. So can I join, right? Because Python you are.
I will teach them. No need to worry about that. That much Python classes is not required. Only
Okay.
there are very basic concepts are there. I
Okay.
think have your classes already started or yet to start?
Already it's almost ending, sir.
Ending. It's not that much is required also. My requirements are like, you know, the basic things like what is list, what is tuples, what is sets, what is dictionaries. Apart from that, how to write a conditional control statements, how to write comprehensions, little bit of what is going to be string class, what is going to be function. 6 to 7 topics will be there. If you learn those particular topics, that is sufficient for our generative AI classes.
Okay. And also Python with AI modules also you are teaching, or
Python with not AI module. It's going to be Python with, you are talking about data. See, there are two courses are there. One is data science. As I already said that machine learning, deep learning, those topics will be there. This is going to be generative AI classes. So Python, it's an AI only, AI with Python. That is the one separate class is there. That is at morning 10:30 a.m.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Sir,
Hi,
one
sir.
question.
Yes, one by one, please, if you don't mind. Yeah.
Yeah. So if
Yeah,
we
one.
miss any
Okay,
session,
you can
sir.
bet.
Yeah, one by.
Sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's you can go ahead. Yes.
Yeah. So if we miss any class accidentally, right? So
Yeah.
will there be any
Yes.
option to get the
Yes,
recorded session?
absolutely. So every day-to-day recording videos will be given. So I will discuss this about in the tomorrow's class. So day-to-day live recording. It's not any pre-recorded classes are there. It is live recording. Even this class is also getting recorded. This will be uploaded to some YouTube and they will share them. But regular classes will be given the access through the Google Drive. You are going to get the access. So in the case, if you miss any class, so you can go through that recording session and you can attend the next session.
Thank you.
So no need to worry about the missing of classes because day-to-day live recording session will take place. Yes.
Yeah, hi, Vamsi sir.
Hi.
Yeah,
Yes,
good evening,
Ramesh.
Ramesh here.
Yeah, Ramesh. Yes.
So I have couple of questions.
Sure.
During this session, will we be able to get the labs for the practice? Kind of.
Lab practice
Okay.
is there. You can obviously it is your personal PCs only. So we
Mm-hmm.
generally use this on the Visual Studio Code, VS Code and Jupyter Notebooks. We are going to be gets working with that. So just this is an morning, which is going to be morning 7 a.m. batch. So currently happening there.
Mm-hmm.
So just it is a normal VS Code. It's a very lightweighted. So you can just see
So
how we are writing that.
it will be on our local system only, right?
It is in your local system. In the case if you want to work on any cloud, then also we have them. That is going to be nothing but either we can use Google Colab and all these things. You can use the Google Colab as a cloud environment. What we can use it on local system if you
And
want,
we
or either on the
can,
cloud also you can work.
okay, so
Yes.
we can discuss about the real-time scenarios,
Yeah.
use
It's
cases,
live
whatever
classes.
we are
Yes.
using.
Yes.
Whatever we are using in our day-to-day office,
Yes.
company-related AI, like whatever we want to
Absolutely.
generate, want to do some projects in our offices. You will be
We'll do that.
helping with that
Yes, I
as
will
well.
be there. Yes.
Okay.
It is
So
completely
I have a last
practical
question.
oriented. It's not
Yeah,
theoretical. It's
yeah.
completely practical oriented. Yes, Ramesh.
So I just want to know one thing because I
Mm-hmm.
worked in a infra related, profile, like in network security. So will it be going to use to me like if I will be, learning this one, Gen AI?
Absolutely. Nowadays, see, whatever it may be your current profile or current what is your domain, nowadays
Mhm.
everyone requires at least some basic fundamentals of this particular generative AI. Every company, even see, we have seen many profiles are there. So there are Java experts having 6 to 7 years of experience. When they're going for interviews, they're asking for LLMs. Then now they are coming and joining for LLM class, these particular generative AI classes. So companies are expecting something to integrate. They don't want to integrate because you are working on some kind of a networking profile or something like that. Everywhere there is going to be at least some minimal knowledge of which is going to be this generative AI is going to be required. It depends on depending on your profile, depending on your implementations. We can implement them. Once you start working on them, then you can understand where we can implement this generative AI as part of your current project and all these things. We can do that. So initially we cannot understand them, but in coming implementation, depending on your current environments and all these things, you can implement them. So nowadays everyone, even networking, even some kind of another people, many finance related people, even IT, non-IT professionals, everyone has to learn at least some basic fundamentals of these generative AI concepts. They are required.
Got it.
Okay,
Thanks for
fine.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
good evening,
Yes,
sir.
yes, yes, yes.
This is Amit.
Yes, Amit. Yeah, Amit, you can go ahead, please.
Yeah. So, sir, I am currently working as a Java backend developer.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, okay.
So my question is that I don't have any knowledge in the Python.
No.
Okay. And here in this generative AI, we would be using Pythons. So will you provide some videos on Pythons, or what should I learn in Python?
Yes,
Or
yes,
whether I would
absolutely.
be able to do this course or not?
Yes, yes, absolutely. See, being you are a Java, being you are a Java developer, so generally you know that, right? If you learn Java, almost all with the knowledge of Java, you can learn any language. Okay. So I think that means being you are working already, you are having some experience on Java. So learning Python, it's not only for Java. Python learning is very, very easy. I think you may at least heard about Python, even you didn't use it also. At least you may hear about Python. Compare with Java, Python is very, very easy language. So it is very easy to learn, very easy to use. Anyhow, all the resources I'm going to give you, I will teach them. I'm going to teach them in the class. And apart from that, not only teaching in the classroom, in the live classes, we are also going to give you somewhere around 170 plus Python videos we are going to provide you as a complimentary who is going to register for these generative AI classes. So even my classes is sufficient. In the case if you want to gain a little bit more knowledge on that, we are going to give you some kind of a free videos we are going to get in, guys. So our backend team is going to send you one follow-up mail. In the follow-up mail, they will have a complete details will be there. So that is the reason why I'm not discussing about all these things in the today's session. Sorry, I think I think the screen was not shared, I think so. Okay, so let me come here once again. So we are giving a free videos of 170 plus Python videos will be there. So you are going to get this free videos, you are going to get the access from them. Apart from that, I'm also going to teach you the Python in the class. But this is core Python concepts only. But if you want to go for a little bit advanced Python, you have to go for this particular Python videos. This will be accessible for you for 180 days. That means there is almost 6 months there is going to be access for this particular 170 videos. This apart from that, I also teach you that in the classroom itself. So no need to worry if you have the knowledge of basic programming, even don't have any knowledge also, learning Python is very easy. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. Okay. Yes, I think somebody also having some question.
Yeah, hello, sir. Rakesh.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, Rakesh.
So my question is there any role of mathematics or statistics in this course, or because I have heard that statistics and mathematics is needed per Gen AI. So is it correct or no?
For generative AI, it is not required. Not that much required, because as I said that to understand some generative AI applications, you require some little bit knowledge of which is going to be some maths will be required. I'm not saying that it is going to be total maths is going to be maths and stats is not required. Basically, some basic mathematical concepts are going to be required there. Who requires that? Whenever you want to go for something like machine learning, deep learning, those guys requires a more. If you want to go more details into them, then we require maths and stats. So specifically in generative AI, not that much mathematical level is not required. Just a little bit small mathematical formulas will be there. For example, if you want to work with something called as an TF-IDF score will be there. So what is this particular TF-IDF? How do you calculate the TF? How do you calculate IDF?
Okay.
Inverse document frequency and term frequency and inverse document frequency. There are some small formulas will be there. Just that is not mandatory to learn. To understand how that numbers are coming, you have to know the basic things, but not that much higher level maths is required. If you want to go to machine learning, data science and deep learning concepts, then a little bit more maths will be there. Here it is not required.
Okay. And one more question, sir. Actually, I am a Java backend developer. So with Java, Spring Boot, microservices as primary skill set, I just want to know how is it going to help me, and is there any plan to integrate this Gen AI with the Java tech stack, or how this is going to be useful from a Java perspective?
Yes, absolutely. So it's not actually Java and this generative AI is not at all something about any relation with that. So now what the basic idea here is, see, using Java, you are developing some project. You are doing some kind of a project. Now inside the project, whatever the client is requirement here is, they want to integrate some kind of an, which is going to be LLM models into your project. Okay, so using the Java, we don't do anything. So in your current project, whether it is a Java, whether it is a .NET, whether it is a Python, okay, whatever it may be, you have a project. Now in your current project, like how the client sees, basically whenever we are working for a banking client. So what is the banking client want to do is, the client want to do is, they want to integrate something, they want to implement some LLMs as part of their particular project applications. So first we have to know about, basically we'll do that. That means we don't work at a higher level, but we are going to create some kind of an web app. I'm going to create it. And using this web app, how I'm going to integrate that LLM into your web application, I'm going to show you. I'm not going to develop a complete end-to-end project by using Java, but a small web application I'll create it, and how that LLM models are going to work integrated with our web app. That is what I'm going to discuss in our applications.
Okay. Yeah.
Fine.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
Right.
So, sir, we would
yeah.
be using the existing LLM models, or we would just creating a new one?
We use as LLM models, existing LLM models. Okay, so if you want to create your new LLM model, you should be you should be highly expertise in deep learning models and all these things, what we have to require. So we don't require to do that, because industry is also does not require any such kind of an development from the scratch. Using some existing pre-trained models only, we are going to work with them. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Fine.
In this session,
yes.
we are not going through data science, ML and DL. So ML and DL, you told that that would be a basic understanding.
That is basic understanding is required, that I'm going to take care in the training program. I'll show you one small deep learning model, one small which is going to be the machine learning model. I'm going to discuss them, but you need not to understand the implementation of that. I'll show you, but very small basic level implementations I'll show you, because higher level means it becomes too complex for you to understand them without having all the basic fundamentals.
Okay, and we are not going through data science?
We don't go for the data science. We have a separate training program on data science. So there we have a complete concepts of machine learning, deep learning, NLP. Those concepts are going to be more details will be there in that particular program. This is going to be nothing but directly generative AI applications. We don't require to know about all the core concepts. There we are going to do everything from our side, training, testing, everything we do it. Here already the models are already trained. We are going to use such kind of a pre-trained models. We are going to do them. Developing an LLM model from scratch is very difficult, guys. It's not that much easy. So that's why maximum we use as pre-trained models only. We are going to use this. Okay.
Hey, hi Vamsi, this is Sai Krishna here.
Yes.
So currently I'm working as a business analyst. We have been working as a business analyst from last 8 years.
Okay.
So usually I work with SQL and Excel mostly.
Okay.
So how come, like, what do you suggest to, like, should I move to this Gen A or should I learn data science role? Like, how this will help to in my career? And do I get any increment for my existing package or not? I have these two questions. Like,
so obviously that is going to be but you have to show some experience. So you're saying that you are having some around 8 years of experience. So you have to show at least, for example, as a 6 years you worked as a business analyst, and 2 years we are working, or at least you have to show some integration in your current project. Even that also is possible. As part of a business analyst also, you can develop some kind of an LLM models into your current business as part of your business analyst project. You can implement them. So you're writing some SQL queries and all these things. Instead of writing SQL queries, you can develop some kind of an LLM model. If you give some input, you know that, right? If you give some input, no need of writing any query. So tell me what is the last year sales. No need to write any query. Once you give that, automatically the LLM model will calculate what is going to be the total sales in the last year and give some output. So this LLM models can be implemented in any kind of project, guys. That is the main advantage now. Whether you are a Java project, whether the data analysis project or some other cloud project, whatever it may be, nowadays we can implement all these LLM models with any kind of a projects. We can implement them. So obviously it will increase your what is about the salary? Obviously that depends on your expertise. Okay, how much expertise you can show. Obviously whenever you add some extra expertise, obviously there will be a hike in your salaries. but you have to show that. You have to show that experience and you have to show that expertise. Obviously, there will be there, but it is a kind of an, you are upgrading yourself for your future implementation, and you know that. So you are working as a business analyst from the last 80 years. So how the trends are changing, how 80 years back, how you have worked. I think nowadays, almost all after now, as of now, my knowledge, everything has been almost all automated, isn't it? Everything you are doing with an automated process, you are going to do that. You don't have any work to do. So obviously upgrade yourself. So without having upgradation, what will happen? You know that. So there may be some kind of an layoffs in the companies. So who will be first affected? You know that. You know the complete the scenario currently, what is happening in the real-time industry. So upgrade yourself so that either it is not only to get your to get an increment in your salary, you will be having some secure in your job. So without having some layoffs, so we can survive in the industry.
Thanks. And also, like, should I move to data science, or what do you suggest? Like,
both of them are fine. So it depends on your current, whatever the requirements, and is there any current implementation in your current project. So depending on that, you can just decide by yourself.
Okay, let's say if I learn this Gen AI, should I? Is it helpful for my next data science projects or something like?
No, data science is different.
Okay.
Data science, if you learn data science, that will help you in generative AI, but generative AI does not help you in the data science, because that is a middle layer actually. You are skipping them and directly jumping. Why? Because we have a pre-trained models. For example, if everything you want to develop from the scratch, first of all, we have to know data science. But without knowing the data science, directly we are going for implementation. That's the reason we call it as Gen AI development. We are going to call it as.
Understood. Thank you.
Right? Okay.
And what is agentic AI?
That you will understand. So the same thing, it is going to be makes the things automated. So all your work can be automated with the help of some kind of an agentic AI. So that also we'll discuss in our coming classes. We'll discuss about those things. Agentic AI, AI agents, all these things we are going to cover up in the main course curriculum. We are going to cover up them. Right? Okay. It's going to be nothing but same thing, automation. We'll see what is exactly means. We cannot understand now, but I will explain that agentic AI and AI agents in the coming sessions.
So this will be covered under the same course, right, sir?
Yeah, under the same course.
There will be a separate course for
No,
agentic
separate.
AI.
LLM and this complete generative AI and the agentic AI is going to be part of this course curriculum only. Okay, fine. Okay, guys. I think most of your questions has been answered. And okay, fine. Still, maybe some more. We'll have still some more questions are there. So I'm sharing my number, my contact number here, guys. So my contact number is 8080777117. I'm sharing in my chat window. So if you have any further questions or any further clarifications, guys, feel free to reach me on my WhatsApp number, or also I'm sharing my email ID also, guys. So I have just posted in the chat window. So please make a note of them. Not only now, even in future, whether you join the course or whether you don't join the course does not matter. In future also, if you have any suggestions or anything kind of a suggestions, anything or information from my side, feel free to reach me on my contact number, guys. Okay. So text me, better text me first, guys. After that, we can, if you want to speak anything, we can just make a conversation over the call. But for the timing, just text me on my WhatsApp number, guys. Okay. Please save the number, guys. If you have any further questions in the future also, if you want any suggestions or anything else from my side, feel free to reach me on my number, guys. Okay. So thanks all of you for today, guys. Just for today, we'll stop it here. We'll continue in the tomorrow's class. Hope I'll see you all of you tomorrow at the same time with the same link, guys. Right, all of you? Any more questions, guys? Anyone?
So same Zoom link will be joining.
Same Zoom link will be there. Yes. For the first 3 days, it will be the same Zoom link. After that, the link will change.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all of you, guys.
Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you
Thank you,
tomorrow.
sir.